Great, cool, thanks. Hello, everyone. My name's Ariana. I'm a personal trainer in Sydney, Australia. I'm also a franchise with Juice Plus. The main purpose of the core is to be able to share a little bit of information about our background and our experience. I've got a couple of other people online as well, sharing experience when it comes to their profession, but also their passion around nutrition and how they've been able to leverage their business. I, first of all, would like to invite Matthew. Matthew's based in the Northern Beaches of Sydney. He'll be sharing a little bit about the product, Juice Plus, that we're aligned with, and a little bit about how he's experienced and how that's worked for him. So I'd just like to hand it over to Matt.
Thank you, Ariana. Thank you. Yes, a little bit about myself. I got introduced to Juice Plus a couple of years ago. I've been taking the product for about the same time. But at that time, I was looking for just to improve my parents' nutrition and my clients. And, you know, because I understood, you know, the nutrients and minerals to recover people's bodies and to help them repair after training was very important. And that was all great and that worked very well. But, you know, I've been a personal trainer for 6 years. This is my first year going full time, which has been great. And I'm really grateful for that. But what you notice when you go out on your own, and I've lost that extra income, you know, when people don't turn up and help me train, you know, I lose some income and I don't get paid. So then I started looking into the Juice Plus business and what it can do and seeing how it has helped other personal trainers and what they've done just to fill in those gaps. So when they're away and, you know, when clients can't turn up and your classes dwindle through school holidays and that sort of stuff. So this has been a great little kind of saver for me to help me fill in the gaps. And that's why I'm doing this now, to help people, and you can show others that, you know, this will possibly help them and what the possibilities for them to do, and to use this as a vehicle to help them out to improve their lives and improve others, you know, so it's a great way. So Juice Plus is a fruit and veg company. They're very simple products. They have 3 products. We cover the micro and macronutrients. Our micronutrients come in a capsule, the fruit, veggie and berry. And when you consume all of these, you're getting over 30 different types of fruits and vegetables into your system. It's that simple. You take 2 of these each, down, glass of water, there you're done and dusted. All your veggies and fruit are taken and you have nothing to worry about. And what else is so simple about these? It's very simple to read. It just says, it tells you everything that's on the back that's in it. You know, you've got the bilberry, you've got the grape, you've got the blueberry, the cranberry, the elderberry. It's all there and it's just very, very simple. So the way that these are made, the company grows and they bind, ripen them, you know, so that's when all the fruit has the maximum density of their nutrients. Then they pulverize and juice and dehydrate, and what's left behind is all the enzymes and all the beautiful powders that has all the good stuff left, and they encapsulate it into a nice little easy to swallow capsule. And what's great about these, you can actually see it's nice and soft, it's not really hard, so you can actually see the granules and all the powders inside, so you know it's real and it's not just something manufactured, and that's what I love about these. It's absolutely brilliant. And also part of the micronutrition comes in a soft chew. So when you consume these, you are getting over 17 different types of fruit and vegetables into your system. And these, you know, they're just like a little gummy, and they're great for the kids. And, you know, and adults get a choice. If they don't want to do the capsules, they can do these. And what's really good about our company and what they do, because they just really want to help families and help people optimize their nutrition and their health. They any adult who's on the capsules, a child can use to do this for free. The kid has to be between 4 and 18 years old, and up for 4 years they can get this for free. So it is a fantastic way to optimize your family's nutrition and just kill two birds with one stone. It's fantastic. And so that's our micronutrition, and our macronutrition comes in complete shakes. And what I love about these personally is that everything in these is everything you need after you go and train yourself hard. So it's great for a client, you know, because our clients always struggle to what to eat and what to give themselves straight after they have a good session. And this is all there. You know, this is all complete powders. It's all plant-based. Everything's completely natural, and this is all just full of goodness that can really help the body recover. And also, too, what they're good for as well, for people, you know, who struggle to get their breakfasts all together in the morning, and people for lunches as well. You know, people who are really busy and get stuck in the office, they can't get out, you can quickly have one of these because, you know, look, we all know you have to eat, and some people struggle to keep up with their meals, like get their 3 to 4 meals a day. And so this is the perfect way. You know, if you can't do it, then do it this way, and you've got to have something, and this is the best thing you can possibly ever have. You know, my favourite way of doing these is I add a bit of spinach, chia seeds, bit of water, banana, blend it up, and it's absolutely beautiful, and it's fantastic. So that's our simple product range. There we go. Thank you.
Thanks, Matt. Yeah, I too love the macronutrients that I get from using the Juice Plus Complete. Yeah, without a doubt, my kids and myself, we have one every day, and it's just really, really reassuring as a mother that, or as a parent, I know that the kids are getting their superfood nutrients, their diet. So yeah, thank you, Matthew. Now I'm just going to hand it over to Paul. Paul is a personal trainer as well. He's based in the Northern Beaches as well, here in Sydney. So Paul, oh, sorry, it wasn't Paul, beg your pardon, Ruth. I'm going to pass it back to you, Ruthie. Ruth's a personal trainer in New Zealand, and she's just going to share a little bit about her experience with the product. She might have a story or two to share as well with clients. So Ruth, can I hand it back to you?
Yeah, thanks, Ariana. And thanks, Matt. That was great rundown of the products, which I absolutely love. I've been a big raving fan of Juice Plus for the last 2 years, ever since I first put it into my body. And as a personal trainer, I knew the importance of eating lots and lots of plant foods. And I found it really hard. The more clients I trained, the more food diaries I looked at, the more I realized that my clients just were not consuming enough vegetables. So that really frustrated me, and I was looking for some kind of solution, and I had no idea that there was a product like this out there on the market. And so when it kind of found me, it made complete sense to me straight away. It was a no-brainer. The fact that I could put something into my body that was from fruits and vegetables and from plant foods, and wasn't synthetic, didn't have any fillers or nasties in it, just made sense to me, and I wanted to get myself on it straight away. So the benefits for me have just been amazing, and for most people the energy benefits are the number one reason why we love this product. And for me, certainly, when I first started eating Juice Plus and putting it into my body, I was working very long hours and days as a personal trainer, and alarm going off at 5 a.m. in the morning. And I struggled with my energy, and just was finding every afternoon I was having to have a power nap. So it very quickly helped me in that regard, and I found it easy to get out of bed and didn't have to take those power naps. And over the last 2 years, I've had many other amazing benefits. But what has been really touched my heart in using this product and recommending this product is how I've been able to help my family improve their health, especially my mum, and how it's benefited her arthritis. But also my clients and my friends who I've helped with this product, and there's been some amazing improvements from all different areas. But I think probably the one person that stands out for me, and what I'd like to share with you, is a friend of mine named Sandy, who's in Christchurch. And Sandy's son Troy had gotten himself onto Juice Plus and had done a program that I work with. It's a whole food meal program, and Sandy was so impressed with the changes in Troy, not only physically but mentally, and the positive influence that was having on his life, that she decided to look into Juice Plus and change her diet as well. And Sandy she is a cancer survivor twice over, and she, from battling through cancer, she knew the importance of putting more whole foods into her body. So she got herself onto the Juice Plus product. She was at that point in her life where her doctor was wanting to put her onto medication for high cholesterol, and she was about to start the whole food meal plan, so completely changing her diet and putting Juice Plus into her body. And she said to her doctor, just hold off, let me try this, test me in another 4 months' time, because our blood cells completely regenerate after 4 months. So she did that, and she went back 4 months later to get her cholesterol tested. And the nurse was actually blown away by the drop in her cholesterol. She pretty much almost halved her cholesterol levels. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. I think her LDL was something like 7.8 and it dropped to 5.8 or something like that. So big drop. And the doctors actually said if we'd put you onto medication and got you on statins for your high cholesterol, you would not have got the same improvements this quickly as what you've had with whatever you've done. They're like, what have you done? This is just incredible. So she was just bouncing off the walls, you know. It completely backed up the decision that she'd made to put Juice Plus into her body, and she's an absolute raving fan and now sharing Juice Plus with people, and has decided to also take on the business side of it so that she can help more people with this. So that's probably the most inspiring, powerful story that I have to share on someone I have directly helped with Juice Plus. But yeah, it's an amazing journey, not only in our own health, but being able to help people we love and care about and impact the health of many people.
Awesome, Ruth. Thank you, and thanks for sharing that story. I just reminded me, I had a client myself. So I've been an active franchisee with Juice Plus for about 13 years now. Over that time, quite a few clients that I've recommended to use Juice Plus. One in particular, I just remember she was a parent. So my daughter used to go to dancing, and she was another parent, and she had a son with a learning impairment, and she was sharing with me that he hadn't been to the toilet for a number two for like weeks, and I couldn't help but just I thought of the fiber in Juice Plus, and I couldn't help myself. I just said, listen, I'd love to just even give you the product for your son. To cut a long story short, they became part of the Children's Health Study Program, and that's when the adult takes the capsules and then the child gets their product for free. And without a word of a lie, honestly, she said, what's in this stuff? Because he almost started pooing immediately. And I just, I didn't expect it to happen so quickly. But she said, this is just a miracle. It's such a miracle, whatever this is. And I just said, well, all it is fruit, vegetables, and berries. Back then, it was just really the fruit and veg. But, you don't know. We don't know what impact nutrition is going to make on your clients, family, and friends. But it's such an essential part to wellness. And I'm proud to be part of a company that advocates healthy living and encourages and educates people to eat better and think about how they eat, but also the impact that Juice Plus can make on people's physiology. I'm just going to shift gears now and talk about the opportunity that we have when it comes to the business and the franchise with Juice Plus. I'm going to introduce you to Paul van der Straten is a personal trainer here in Sydney, as well as Matt and I. And he's just going to share a bit about the franchise and why he aligned himself with the business and what he's been doing over the years with Juice Plus. So thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Ariana. Sorry, guys, you're sharing that story, and I know what I love about Juice Plus is we hear so many awesome stories about the differences, because everyone has different ailments. But I couldn't help thinking to myself, wow, that's an awesome advert for Juice Plus. This is good shit. Anyway, look, as a parent, I related to what you were saying around, being a parent and well, not as a mum, but as a parent, about good nutrition for your family. And I know that lady you were just sharing the story around, she would just be feeling amazing and fulfilled as a parent, knowing that she's, made such a positive impact to a problem that her child's having. So, I like those and I relate to them. Obviously, being a parent, my kids have been using Juice Plus since they would be. I don't know. I've been giving them the soft chews that Matt shared for since they were probably 6 months old. I used to cut them into quarters, and I'm very grateful that we call them Juice Plus babies. My wife was using Juice Plus, and they were conceived on Juice Plus. So I really love that. And as a I know what I do is PT, but where I am now with my life, I consider myself, you know, if someone said, what do you do? I'm a parent. That's what I do. And I love that. So I really related to that story. Although I found it very funny. But on the business, yeah, let's shift gears. So I've been using Juice Plus for over 10 years. I'm very grateful. You know, Matt, you talked about your mum. I'm very grateful. My mum's been using it for about 8 years. I've been getting it shipped to her. And I guess my business story is I was shared Juice Plus by another PT, and at that stage I was a Cert 4. I don't know if anyone who's going to be watching this video is a Cert 4, done the Cert 4, or what avenue you came, but I recently spoke to a Cert 4 and asked, you know, what they learn in nutrition, and she said 0. And I said, no way, because that's what I was learning in Cert 4. And I've got no issue with Cert 4. I loved it, got me out working as a PT very quickly, but there was no nutritional education. So when Juice Plus landed on my lap, because of my lack of knowledge around nutrition, I used it as an education pathway for probably around 5 years to get myself knowledgeable and educated on physiology, human physiology and nutrition, the role it played. I learned about oxidative stress and the aging of the body and the aging of the cells and yada, yada, yada. As it's turned out, I've now realized the stuff that people don't care about, only as a health fanatic, you know, you do. But that's what I did. And I guess I was a PT because I generally cared and wanted to serve other people and make them feel better. And it was, I guess, looking back now in hindsight, it was something I probably did throughout my friendships and relationships, was always trying to make people feel happy and feel good. So I think the universe really guided me down the road of PT rather than me choosing that. And gratefully, Juice Plus, you know, the universe brought Juice Plus to me. And I had, as I said, that education pathway. But what in the time I've been working with the company, I realized, you know, I've been working as a PT, you know, for so long, and I thought, you know, no one's looking out for me. I'm looking out for my clients and their health goals and making sure they're on track. And as you know, as a PT, your boundaries are so much greater than, you know, exercise prescription. You know, you start hearing all the problems about marriages and this and that, whatever, and you become a sounding board, and you've got to be very careful about what feedback you give. And I've got to be honest, since working with the Juice Plus company, the personal growth pathway has been so amazing. It's made me a better listener and a better PT and a better health consultant and servant to my clients. But I guess in that time, I've shifted from being the guy that wants to know all about nutrition and be able to give this amazing nutritional knowledge to my clients, because they know it. They know they need to eat more fruits and vegetables. It's not rocket science. They don't care about the ins and outs of micronutrients. They're looking to eat better, and they know they're not. When I'm able to, you know, offer them an option, it's all I do is help them make an educated decision. Yes or no is out of my control, and that's a really beautiful thing. I'm not in the business of hard sales. It doesn't work for our product, our company, our industry, nor does it work for me. So I'm really aligned with just sharing, which is what I did anyway. I was always offering up information around fruits and vegetables, and it was free information. And I still do that now, but now when someone signs on to Juice Plus and starts using it, I get paid a commission, and that's a repeat commission that I get monthly. So it's a beautiful thing now to be being, you know, financially rewarded for information I was sharing before I was even working with the Juice Plus company. So where I am now is I've had a real shift, and that is I've taken that passion I have for wanting to make a difference in people's lives, you know, through my clients. And I've realized, you know what? I want to do this for other PTs. I want to connect with other personal trainers, and even people that are not personal trainers, who deep down at some level somewhere, whether they've investigated or not, feel like they were meant for more, feel like that there was something more for them, and that they were more, not productive, but making a bigger and better contribution in what they do on a daily basis to earn money. Or as a lifestyle. And so I'm really excited now to be reaching out to people that, as I said, whether they're PTs or not. I mean, PTs are great because I can connect really easily with PTs like I can with parents, you know, because I am both of those. But I'm reaching out to people who haven't been exposed to the belief that they can be bigger and greater. And when I say bigger and greater, I'm not talking about fancy cars or bigger muscles or whatever. I'm talking about a more fulfilling lifestyle. But for me, I want to be able to say, I was listening to actually, and you have to bear with me, I'm a rambler, so I go on tangents, But I was listening to Darren Hardy, and through that, he was asking people what their definition of success was, and some amazing people had some amazing definitions, but he realised he hadn't defined his own, and so I thought about what is success to me, and success to me is being able to say yes to whatever I want, whoever I want, whenever I want, and why ever I want, and that takes money and that takes time. Now, some people agree with that, some don't. That's okay. But time and money, who's not chasing more money and more time? What we do with our time and our money is entirely up to us. But I know what I'll be doing, and it's all centered around family, my mum, and greater things. I'm not about the material stuff. So I want to offer that and share that opportunity with other people who want to join our culture and our community, serving other people and helping people dream again. Not come home from work and look at weeks and go, yeah, another week done and a day done. Oh, can't wait, get through this year, start next year. Like that for me is not a way, and I used to think that way, but now, it's not a way that's not living. That's just getting stuff out of the way. And that's, I've just got a bit of a fear around, turning up my heels one day and realizing all I did was try and get things done and get things out of the way. And I've seen some great success with people who work with our company who are really living. And when I say living, they're making a difference to the way other people are living. So by sharing our business opportunity, encouraging other PTs and showing them what Juice Plus is and helping them see that there's a way in which they can serve the nutritional greatness of their clients, but at the same time serve their own finance and their own direction and future, and also share that with other PTs. And I'm a big fan of network marketing because that's what we do. So if you've got a problem with network marketing, either talk to the person that's brought you to this video and get that sorted, or go somewhere else, because this won't be for you. But if you're someone that loves serving other people, rubbing arms and shoulders with other people, taking other people to a higher place, allowing others, being humble enough to allow others to take you to a greater place. That was a big thing for me, to get my ego out of the way and realize I don't know everything and I'm not everything. To have a little more humility in my life and allow people to teach me, and it's a beautiful thing, because as PTs, what do? We're constantly teaching people, right? And we're teaching them the stuff that we know. But my opinion, I love PT and training and exercise, but that's not life. Push-ups aren't life, For me, children are my life, my wife's my life. Happiness is my life, and being able to give more is my life. And I'll be honest, at this stage I don't feel like I'm at a stage in my life where I'm giving as much as I want, but I know that I'm giving more than I ever had by having engaged with this company, and I'm really excited and looking forward to what I can do to give more out to the universe moving forward with this business. So I don't know if that was an absolute ramble, but that's just straight from the heart, and that's where I'm at. So if any of this resonates with you, please get back with the person that directed you to this video and ask the questions you need to ask to find out what we're really about. But from the bottom of my heart, I can honestly say what we do is a beautiful thing. So thanks, Ariana.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. Wow. I was actually quite inspired by your share then, and it's great, Paul. Thank you. So the actual purpose of this call is, if anything, is just a little introduction. It's like an entree to the main course. If you're watching the recording or you're on the call, I highly recommend that you speak to the person that invited you on. If you're not already on the product, or you want to know more about Juice Plus, how it can help you and with your health goals, or just in general with your training program at the moment, please speak to the person that invited you to the recording. Or if you're interested in learning a bit more about how to get involved as a partner with us, if you're looking for another way of earning income or developing some skills, or personally developing in an area that you feel like you'd like to embrace a bit more when it comes to your career, your profession, again, speak to the person that invited you on this call. I totally agree with what Paul had to share. The company that supports business is humongous. It's so generous when it comes to any area, whether it's financial, skill-based, communication. Like, I wouldn't have thought a few years ago now that I'd be speaking on a Zoom call. If I was still PTing, I don't know. Or maybe I would have evolved eventually into sharing information through this method of media. But because of the company and because of Juice Plus, I've been able to embrace the technology of Zoom, for example. There's other areas that I could share with you that have been, whether it's from traveling, I've traveled quite a bit more because of the company and the incentives that it has provided to get me overseas. But in general, the people that I've been able to meet and rub shoulders with and learn from have been just taking my education and my knowledge to a different level in life. And I honestly am grateful for the networking aspect of the business. So I highly recommend you speak to the person who shared the call with you, and we'll just call it a wrap here. So thank you very much to the guys who have shared, from Matthew, Ruth and Paul, and we'll be back on in the new year. So Merry Christmas, everyone.